Hey guys, I came outside because I wanted to show you this amazing sky. Good morning. As many of you know, I own a publishing company. Now, today is July, which means that I am off vacation, off sabbatical, where I took that time off to really focus on this YouTube channel, and now I have to return to my business. I have a lot of things to do and catch up on, especially to prepare for, we have a couple things coming up at the end of the year that we really got to prepare for. We have a lot of books that we got to finish up. And unfortunately, I was like so sick last night. I was up till like 5 in the morning, just like trying to throw up. But I got to get up and do this. So I'm going to take a little easy today, but I'm going to give you a little glimpse of my day. So I'm going to change, eat, and then we'll head out. Last night I made that intro. I hope you like it. I'm still learning how to do that, and I definitely think like the main thing that I can improve is having a distinct audio tag. So right now it's just like a ding, but I'd like to have something unique, like something maybe to do with books. Alright guys, so while I was eating breakfast, I was going and working on figuring out what it is that I wanted to do today. So this is my journal from before, so I figured I'd show you. This is how I use it. So my biggest thing is like right after this vacation, also I'm feeling kind of sick again, is to like figure out exactly what it is that I need to do for my company. So that's like checking in all the accounts, looking at all the emails which are in backlogs, using an autoresponder, and just figuring out where I need to proceed. Then the next thing is to make this vlog, and then to update the website. We actually have a vlogging like section on our website, and you'll see more of that today, but you should definitely check it out. It has the transcription for every episode as well. The next thing is to like organize all. So July is how we pay authors, and the next thing is to like get all their information, because we have a lot of new authors that we signed, and I just don't have all of their payment info. It gets kind of complicated because we have authors from all around the world, and so I can't just use like a normal like direct deposit. So we figure out like the best and appropriate and legal way to pay everyone. I had a post on Reddit that I want to reply to. It's so funny. You can tell that I'm not like natural at these things because I have to like write it down to reply to social media. I've already recorded a bunch of YouTube videos, and I sent them off to my editor. So we have the thumbnails that I want to make, because I'm still training them and I haven't taught them how to make thumbnails yet. I have to see what books we need to make. So we have like a lot of books that are in progress, and I actually had a couple people email me while I was on sabbatical asking, "Hey Michael, like let's make a book together." So let's go review all of that. Let's set up this phone. So like this is my daily phone, and I'm recording right now on my work phone, but I haven't really set it up yet, so I'm like trying to figure that situation out. I've been having this problem with Instagram where they just like lock me out, and I haven't been able to follow anyone or anything like that, and like I just can't log in on my own phone. But I was planning on getting a work phone anyway, so I hope that will just like resolve this issue. Then I need to work out, because I'm trying to work out every single day. I want to set up an email newsletter. So we have all of these email lists. Like we have like hundreds and hundreds of emails, but I haven't really acted upon that yet. So I want to set up, kind of like an email newsletter template and do all of that. And then I realized, like we have a system for, keeping track of paying authors, and in the past we basically have just been me. I go and I write down, like I just have it all written down in like a secure kind of space, but now that we have like 30 authors, it's just not like practical to do that. And so now I'm going to set up kind of a secure form for authors to fill out, especially we can do this literally when they're onboarding, so that way I'll just always have the information and I won't have to bug them every single time, and it'll just be easy, and they won't get annoyed and I won't get stressed out because they're not responding to my emails, so I can't pay them. I have to clean my room, and buy some cat food because I have a cat now. Well, I've always had a cat, but he's now living with me down here in Florida. So let's go and figure out how to do that. Hey, so my cat decided that he wanted to be in this video, so I figured I would let him because he's amazing. His name is Pooh Bear, and I love him. Wow, it is bright out. I've been in Florida for 6 months, and I still have not gotten used to this. But, so normally I would go to the library, but today I'm gonna go, for one, I desperately need a cup of coffee, and for two, we're gonna go to somewhere public, so that way, like somewhere that's like not quiet, so that way I can record these videos for you guys, so that way like we're not just watching me sitting in the library. That's like kind of weird and like, I don't know. So we're gonna go somewhere there, so I'll see you soon. I am still amazed every time I see a palm tree, even though I've lived here been in Florida for like 8 months total, 6 months living here, but then I visited for 2 months. I don't know, maybe that makes me a loser or whatever, but I just think palm trees are like so cool or weird. Maybe I'll show you guys. You probably can't see. I'll get out and show you. So I feel really sick. I'm just like, I was up all night feeling like I had to throw up, and today I drove here and I just like feel like I have to throw up. But you know, that's why I kind of scheduled today to be like a little bit of an easy day. Now, one thing that I don't talk about very much is like I have all of my staff, like none of them live in Florida with me, so I have to like message them from all across the world. And so I guess that's one thing that makes this a little bit different than like a traditional publisher or a traditional publishing house. So like, you know, I don't go to an office the way a lot of people do, but I still do a lot of office work. I don't know, it's just something to think about. I think definitely that what I'm doing is a newer model. I've never seen anyone do it quite the way that I'm doing it, and I'm quite proud of that. But if you're looking for a more traditional publisher, I will say there's no such thing as like one way to publish. But this is how we do it. This is how I do it and how I run my business. Hey, you can tell I love you guys because I sat outside in the hot Florida sun, but I got myself a nice coffee. Now normally I'd go and I'd make my own coffee, but you know, I just wanted to get out today and I didn't want to make a whole pot because, you know, my stomach feels really sick. So I sat outside and we're gonna you can follow me along on my computer and see exactly what it is that I do. The thing we're gonna do today is set up the like author royalty form, because I can't proceed with the rest of the stuff until I do that. So, you know, I have to make this so that way that the authors can go and, you know, fill it out so that way I can pay them. So we're going to name this author royalty contact info. Create this form. I love Jotform. I'm a paying member. Please sponsor me, Jotform. I love your product. I've been using it for years. Alright. Let's go and add a form here. So name, email, and then let's do a drop down. Say PayPal or Venmo. Are you based in the US? So that's really the biggest thing, is like I pay them differently whether they're in the US or otherwise. And then I'm going to edit options here. Option 1, in US, Venmo. And then the next option will be outside US, PayPal. Okay. So did I do that right? Maybe I fucked that up. Also, that should be a question here. Is it period and then question? Weird. I'm gonna say United States. That bothers me. Alright. Let's do this. Let's use this one. I don't like this. So we're gonna say, are you based in the United States? Here, type option 1, yes, Venmo. No, PayPal. Awesome, and then we're going to delete this one here. And then we're going to add one more short text entry. Enter your Venmo US or PayPal non-US.
12 seconds later.
Because I went to settings here, integration. Now we're going to go and make it so that it just saves to, say, Google Drive. Should authenticate. I've been using this for a long time. Wow. Author royalty. Time. I want to say name. Complete integration. Note button down here. Alright. And then we're going to go here to... Yeah, look, we can use my images here. And then, actually I'm going to go back to build. The other thing I want this is I want it center here. Awesome. So they're done. Look, it's done. Alright, so the first thing I saw when I opened my email, which is really cool, is I have the US National Poet Laureate asking for one of our poems to be in an upcoming anthology, and I checked in with one of my authors a few days ago and they all said it's good to go, so that's pretty dope. Like, we, you know, we're gonna go and have their work in this kind of anthology, and I love collaborating with people. I love, you know, sharing our work and getting it out there like that. So this is like just like little, you know, what a great way to start the day, and just like open email to like that instead of like a fire burning, which is usually what happens. As you can tell, setting up Jotform is super quick and easy. I love using it. I've been using it for years. It actually gave me an idea. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I have like all these bookstores and all these book fairs, and I'd love to go and like make a separate Jotform for bookstores and book fairs, so that way you can just keep track of things, because, you know, like the system that we had when we had 15 books is not the system that I can use when I have now 30 plus books, because I just, my brain like literally can't handle all of the spaces that we're in, all of the places that we need to go, everything like that. It's just like so crazy. So I'm gonna actually make a couple more Jotform pages that will like, that I'll use for myself. So like when I go and I'll Google, like, say I find a new book fair on Instagram, you know, because I had people reaching out to me all the time saying, hey, be in my book fair. I'll be able to just like take their info and just throw it in Jotform, and then I'll have like a kind of Excel spreadsheet of everyone's information, what time, like when their fair is, and I can organize it by like date, by price, by location. So I don't know, I just think that that's something that would be really valuable for me. So I'm gonna do that because I have Jotform open.
One eternity later.
So it is just extremely loud here, and you know, you guys can't hear me, and I feel really sick, so I'm just gonna go home, and then I'm gonna work from there, and hopefully maybe I'll take some medicine and my stomach will feel better, and you guys won't have to listen to the person mowing the lawn. So I'll see you there. All right, I'm back at home. So one thing I've noticed whenever I was driving is I passed like 3 psychics on the way home, and it was only like a 1-mile drive. And I was like, it's like a thing in Florida where there's just like psychics, and I don't really understand that. Like, why are there psychics here? Like, I don't know, there must be a big market for it. Hey, I'm back home. I had a quick snack. My stomach really isn't feeling very well. Back here with my cat. And I was just checking Instagram. So Instagram isn't really working on my phone, but it kind of worked. So I just saw that there is like a book fair in Athens, Greece, and I'm pretty excited. I reached out to them. We actually have an author in Greece, which makes it a little bit more feasible. So ideally we kind of get to go there this September. I don't know, we'll see if they get back to me. I actually wrote them a couple days ago, but I like kind of saw a little bit follow up. And then I'm looking at book fairs, and I think really the biggest hurdle for us right now is we can be in a lot of book fairs, but not specifically, like, I don't want to go there this year. Like last year I went and I traveled to a lot of book fairs, but this year I really am not going to be traveling a whole lot. So I just wanted to make sure, I'm reaching out to a lot of them and saying, hey, like, if I enter, can I have someone man our booth? Can I have someone like an intern or, someone who is kind of volunteering, just watch our booth and run it? Or, that really makes it a whole lot cheaper for me because, like if I go somewhere, it's going to be like an extra $1,000 easily. And then, it's hard to make that extra money from a fair because you also have to print the books and all of that. So I think if you're someone who's thinking of starting a book fair, think a lot about like making it a little bit easier for the publishers, so that way that they can send their books, but they don't necessarily have to fly there, especially if you're a like small to medium size event. Like if you're going to a really large event, like the Printed Matter Book Fair in New York, or like the one at the Palais de Tokyo in Paris, then I'll make a commitment to fly out, even though it's going to cost a lot of money, but I know that I'm probably going to make that money back. But if it's a smaller book fair, I probably won't. Like, it'll probably cost me money if I go there. And I also don't really have the time to go, like, literally, this is like book fair season coming up. And like, there's like a book fair every single weekend in September. I don't have the time to just like be traveling for 2 or 3 months to do that. So I check if we have like authors in that city. But if we don't, I like to reach out and say, hey, this is something that, can you offer this? I'll pay a little bit more for it, because even if I pay more to hire someone for the day, it's still cheaper than me flying out. So I sent out the email to my authors. I'm not going to show that to you guys because, that's like private stuff for them, and I don't want to give away their email addresses and all of that. Another thing I did is I just got an email. So I have like a Medium group that we're going to start like publishing Medium articles under, and you should follow me on Medium at Michael Bashenko. But I don't really know how to do that. I just kind of like set it up, and now I'm getting all of these submissions, and I just like don't even know how to view them. So I just wrote that down to my list of things to do. In fact, if you can see, my list of things to do has actually grown considerably since we started. But that's just what it's like being an entrepreneur, because literally every time you sit down, there's just more work that needs to happen. So I'm sitting here writing this email, and Rachel came over to me and was like, so she's a dancer, and she does like primarily hip hop, and she loves, like Chris Brown and doing all that. And she was gonna go dancing last night with her favorite choreographer in Miami, or one of her favorite choreographers, and they were gonna dance the new Chris Brown song, but she didn't go because it was really late. And then she just found out right now that like Chris Brown actually showed up, and she's like freaking out right now. She like came over here to do that, but she didn't want to be in the vlog today. So I just thought I'd share that. You move to like a certain city, like you move to Miami because you want these opportunities, and you don't go, and then you actually really miss out. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny and worth sharing, and And I'm going to do a little bit of updating, but not all of it's going to show. If you haven't seen our website before, you definitely should. This is where we have all of our books. There's a lot of new changes that I'm trying to bring to here. I want to have, some of the books you can I flip through them. So for example, if we load here, I have documented, and you can flip through the inside of the book, and I have, you know, like a mug or a hand for scale. But then some of the newer books, Portals for example, if this loads, doesn't really have anything except the front cover, so I want to like change that. And then I want to include like a little unlisted YouTube video that will just show flipping through the book, and you can really get to like see and know things. But for now, we're gonna go and like add some stuff up here, and I've been afraid to add things because I know that it will just kind of make everything really cluttered. But I just feel like this is something that we should go and add. So I'm gonna add some pages here. When I use Squarespace, I actually really love Squarespace. I use it for like a bunch of different websites. And we scroll down here, I have lots of unlinked pages. We're gonna make a new one. We're gonna do, I guess, an about page. Banner, vertical. We'll do banner. Sure. Alright, and then this one's gonna be book fairs. Today's book fairs, I guess. So I gotta go and find out the name of all the fairs that we go to. That's gonna take a little while. I gotta just remember them and look them up. I'll probably do that on Instagram, and I'll get back to you guys. This for a while now. I've just been like writing down all the book fairs that I know of and that I know that we like participated in or were friends with them or whatever. I still have like a lot more to go, and I was like having trouble remembering all of them, but I know that I have. I wanted to check my CV here. This is like a really outdated one, and I don't know, it doesn't have a lot of stuff on it, but it does have like the list of some of the locations and stuff like that. So I'm gonna use this and try and figure some stuff out. Maybe I'll make a separate section for events, so it'll be like book fairs we were in, and then just in general, and then like events that we've done, because we've done like a lot of smaller like little events that we document but aren't necessarily like yearly book fairs. So I don't know, and I also don't have documentation from a lot of these. Like I don't have documentation from the book fair in Ulan or the Boulder, Colorado one. So we'll figure that out here, but I'm just going to copy these and throw them in here. This is definitely not something that's going to get done today. So we actually did quite a few book fairs at the end and the beginning of this year, so we were actually very busy. I just don't have them all written down, and it doesn't show, this only shows the fairs and not the large number of events we have done. This too, like, I feel like a good stopping place. I still have like so much work to do, but I have like kind of outlining what I want for the book, like for the page, and then I have, you know, a cute little picture of my authors. Unfortunately, I don't have like, I don't know, I only have like this really tiny pixelated one. I'm having a lot of problems with that because my hard drive crashed when I was in LA back this year in April. I did a photo shoot, and I used someone else's camera, and then we uploaded the files to my hard drive, and it crashed. Now I'm using a new one, and I don't know. So I just having trouble finding the best documentation, but I don't know, it's a great photo. And then I have, this is about, and I still have to fill all of these in, but I have them organized. I think I'm going to do it first by continent, then by country, and then alphabetically. This is going to be a huge undertaking, so I'm not going to like feel rushed to do this right now because it's kind of a low leverage task. Like, it's not a task that's going to like, you know, make me money or push my authors further in the immediate future, although I definitely think that doing it will pay off. And it's not really something that I want someone else on my team to do because they're just
they're not going to understand like the vision that I have for it. I mean, maybe they could, but like, the reality is no one really knows all the book fairs except for me. So we're on to the next task on the list, and that is trying to figure out exactly like how many books we have. I know that's kind of a silly question to ask. As you can see, our to-do list for the day has really filled up, but I actually pulled out my old notebook, and I don't really want to show you all the writing here. You can tell that I really quite use them quite heavily, but I actually have a list of all the outstanding books. We have 6 books, and I actually want to show you. I have proofs of 2 of them that we're working on. These are actually my books that I'm making. On this side with other authors. This one I'm pretty excited for is a book with Rachel, the model. You can find her Instagram at Hey Rachel May. I'm pretty excited for this book. It's going to be really dope. I just have to like remove some color casts, and honestly the book is done for release. And then the next one over here is this one where I did the photographs, and then my friend did the design, although we designed it together over Skype, about his performative persona Life Master, which is like really dope. I'm super excited for this one. Really the only problem is we're having like a little bit of issue here. I don't know if you can see, but just like a tiny bit of print issue where just the edges aren't quite all lined up. But I'm really excited, this. Finding, we found cheese slices on the beach and we just put them in his wallet. But I'm really excited for this book. It's going to be so nice. There's just so much humor happening in these. That we're going to work on a little bit is the thumbnails. So these are actually all videos that I've already recorded for the YouTube channel, so I can have them coming out every single day. I have 7 videos, there's just put into 2 for one of them, and then they're gonna get edited. I actually have just recently got a video editor, so I sent stuff to him, but he's still in training, so I'm gonna make the thumbnails. And I just opened this up, and I'm actually going to take a screenshot of all the names. I know this is kind of like maybe not the best way to do it or whatever, but that way I know what the names of them are so that I can make the thumbnails. The app that I want to recommend, it's called Plug. I use it to listen to music, and the way that it works is it's like a community of people who like music, and so then they're recommended through that. I've only recently started doing it, but I really like it, so I just figured I'd shout it out. Obviously, I can't listen to music while I'm talking to you guys, but I just thought I'd share it. So, we're in Photoshop right now, and we're going to make one of the thumbnails. I'm probably not going to make them all right now, so I'm just going to make one and just kind of show you guys. I'm going to come out with a full video, like just showing how I make thumbnails and all of that, but we're just going to make one together right now. So we're just going to go, this one is going to be for how to get a portfolio for freelance. So I actually just like to use this texture that I found on a lot of my thumbnails. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Go dodge, and then perfect. I think that's a great thumbnail. So I'm making soup for dinner, and my cat is freaking out because he heard me use the can opener, and I just wanted to share it with you. Don't know is that we actually offer services to authors and artists, and I really haven't been keeping up with this or really doing anything with this for some time now, and I've actually had the services page off of the main kind of viewing window here, but I just want to update it and add it because we do offer like newer services as well as these older ones where I've been working a lot with like one-on-one with authors or artists looking to get themselves out there. either through consulting or mentorship. So I just wanted to add that here, and I really try and keep the pricing as transparent as possible, and maybe add some way for people to go and easily like book something with me. So I'm just going to add that here. Alright, so I added and updated the page. I think this looks pretty good. I'm actually going to throw this into our list up here. I still have a lot of, I'd like to add kind of an easy way for people to book with me or one of my staff members and all of that, but that's just going to be another thing to add and update, and for now they can just email me. We have a lot of things to catch up on here. We have the 2D open call, which I'm excited about. Blog. Last one was on May 19th. So I'm going to go and add a new post here. I'm eating chowder. It's probably not the best thing for your stomach, but I have to go grocery shopping, which is on my list today, and I just want to use up the food that I have, and I have a can of it and whatever. So one of the things, it's pretty obvious that I'm not going to get to all of this today. I could if I was like feeling really, really well, but I'm just not. And also I have to, make this video, which is going to take a really long time because I have like so many clips. So I'm just working on a list of things to do tomorrow. So I have workout. I'm probably not going to work out today because I just feel so sick. So I want to make sure that I do that tomorrow. And then I have, this is not actually for my business, but I did, I'm a photographer and I did a photo shoot with an amazing model, Kelly. And I'm a little late on getting her photos, so I want to make sure she gets them. And then I'm going to reach out to all the authors that we have unfinished books with that I mentioned earlier. And then I need to buy a trash can. I know it's like kind of silly, but ever since I got a cat now, I just need to make sure that I have a trash can that we can't get into. And then I have a lot of other stuff. I have to finish updating the website with the vlog section. Finish the thumbnails. I'm probably not going to do them all tonight. Again, because I just have so much, like it's going to take me so long to edit these videos and then go grocery shopping, and I just feel awful. To research Google AdWords. I've been using Google AdWords a little bit, but I'm not very good at it, so yeah. Figure out that Medium group. That's not really like a high priority thing, but it's just something that I should do. I have a whole bunch of book critique videos. I've shot like 10 videos that I just kept on my phone and didn't do anything with, so I gotta look through that. Then I gotta add social media links to the website because I realized that I'm really not promoting our Instagram or Twitter or whatever through our website, and I just feel like I need to have that kind of feedback loop where you can find anything anywhere. Update that submit page again. I might do that tonight. We'll see how I feel. And then email newsletter. This is gonna be a big thing because I have so many. I'm not very good at newsletters. I've never really done it aside from another business account that I run. But I have all these email lists that I don't exactly know how to put them in there or what, but I just know that I need to set that up at some point. So this is going to be something that I work on for the next couple of weeks even. For this video, I actually don't like this so much, so I made a second one. But we're going to go into Premiere, and this is where I'm going to spend the rest of my night. And I actually chose this one here with the red. And you can see all of the clips that I have recorded for this video. And this is not even all of them. I still have to upload quite a few more from my phone. So this is where I'm going to spend the foreseeable future of my time, is in Adobe Premiere. Hey guys, I came outside because I wanted to show you this amazing sky. So thank you so much for following me along with my day. Let me know if you want to see more content like this. It was a blast making it, even though it's a lot of work. Be sure to like and comment down below what your thoughts are, maybe things that I could do better, and subscribe because I have new content literally coming out every single day. Thank you so much.